everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. And today we are going to film part 9 of giving advice to K-pop idol wannabe series. I'm just adding a voiceover because I forgot to mention something in this video, and that is that I am closing applicants for this series, but instead I'm opening Patreon. So if you guys want advice for improvement, weekly evaluations for like the beginner one, but if you join advanced, you get it anytime you want, so you could literally ask me every day. Recommendations for companies, and I also have a list of all the companies you can audition for and the links for them, and there are other benefits. You can go and check out the link for yourself down below. It's in the description box, sorry. And yeah, let's move on to the actual video now. Oh my god, my neighbors are like playing music right now outside, and it's pretty distracting. If you guys haven't checked out my other K-pop audition tips video, I'd recommend doing that right there because they do also have a lot of tips and they will be connecting to what I'm gonna be saying in this video as well. Subscribe if you don't want to miss on any other K-pop audition tips, and let's go!
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter.
I think she really is connecting with the song, and it's easier to do that when you have like more of a sad song and an emotional song. It's just easier to connect with. But the thing is, your voice is really pretty and it really suits the song as well. But the one thing I'd work on is like you're kind of over singing and kind of pushing it too far. It's similar when you're over dancing. It just looks like you're trying way too hard, which makes it look almost cringy, I guess. It does sound a bit forced sometimes. How you can solve that is just don't think about anything and just try to sing with your heart. I know it sounds really cliche, but if you just don't think about anything, don't think about reaching all the notes perfectly for now, and then just sing, and it's gonna sound more natural. And then you can work on some notes or some beats, because there were some beats that were a bit too long. You want to make your clip 30 seconds and super short so that the judges will be able to see your talents in 30 seconds. I know it seems so short because if it's like 3 minutes, most likely they won't see the entire thing. But other than that, it sounds really good. I would try maybe counting, because counting is really important because it kind of turns you off when someone's really good at dancing but they can't get the beats or the notes right? Also, I've seen this song sung by many people, and it is a bit on the overused side, which I don't recommend using like popular songs. And even K-pop songs I don't recommend doing, like BTS or Blackpink, Twice songs, because I've seen so many people use them. If you think you're better than the artists themselves, go for it. But if you're not, don't do it, because it's just gonna look bad for yourself and not really show any of your talents as well, because they aren't really vocal-based songs, to be honest, K-pop songs.
You are broken on the floor and you're crying. He's done this all before, but you're lying to yourself that he won't help, that he will change to someone else. You are broken.
First thing I noticed is that there's way too much background noise, and it just sounds like you're trying to hide your voice. Like I always say, just no background noise. And also your voice is way too quiet and I can't hear you as well. And when your voice is quiet, you lack power. That's terrible. You don't want that, because you want to seem confident to the judges. And have you ever seen a K-pop idol on stage that lacks confidence? Barely. Even if they're like a nervous person in general, they always have that kind of confidence on stage, which is so important. So make sure to sing a lot more loudly. And even though it's hard doing that, at first it won't seem really natural to you, but as long as you practice on your own, even if you're like embarrassed of your own voice, which is okay, because it's embarrassing to go back. For me, it's embarrassing to go back to my videos and listen to my voice all over again, but it's gonna be easier once you get the hang of it and you know what your weaknesses and your strengths are, and you want to apply that when you're practicing. Like I said, it's really important to put your emotions in and connect with the song, feel with the song, whatever you want to call it. You want to seem like you really care about singing instead of just sounding like a robot, because trust me, if you don't sing with emotions, you're gonna sound like a robot. As I've mentioned, don't overdo it, but you just want to put in emotion. And this song, honestly, I can't tell if you're really connecting with it or not, because you just sound so monotone, I guess. I don't think you're really expressing your emotions here, so that's a big thing you want to work on.
I want nobody but you. I want nobody but
So this next person also had really loud background noise. Guys, I don't know why it's so loud, but it shouldn't be like that for your auditions. I hope this is just, loud background noise because you're just sending it to be. Anyways, you used a JYP song. So if you're auditioning for the big three, I wouldn't really recommend using this song because if you don't do it as well as the artists, they are gonna compare you and you're just gonna seem like a weak singer. You are really connecting with the song. I can really feel that. But sometimes your voice seems a bit complainy, I guess. Sometimes your voice seems like it's whining. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it just doesn't sound very nice or easy to hear. So you wanna kind of let that go. Actually, I think this is a pretty good example of over connecting, like over feeling with the song because you don't want to sound like you're whining. I'm sorry to say this. I think you could choose some other songs and then practice with that in order to get your feel back on without that kind of straining voice. And like I said, straining is never good, guys. It's just gonna hurt you in the long run. And it doesn't really sound good, to be honest. I don't think anyone could really pull that sound off. So you just want to work on being a bit more natural. I feel like these people are so different. They're all singing, but the things that they need to work on are polar opposites. So if you guys are watching this right now, I would compare yourself to other people. Even from other parts from the series, I think you could compare yourself and see how they are lacking in some parts. But it's okay to admit that you're not perfect because, guys, no one's perfect and companies aren't looking for perfect. In fact, SM is looking for a blank canvas that they can draw on, not a full portrait because they want to add some of their styles onto you too, and some of the things that you're gonna do is gonna seem a bit lacking, and that's fine. As long as you show your talents and what you're best at, it's gonna work fine. Suddenly got dark. Wow, that was really good. I feel like it's a perfect ratio for not over exaggerating your sound, but not underwhelming your sound so that you sound like a robot either, because maybe you could add a bit more emotion, but other than that, I think it's pretty good. And I think this part really suits you as well because if you guys don't know, in this song, there's like a high kind of part as well. And if you can't reach the high notes, don't do it. And you're just showing to the company that you're not good at high notes, which is okay. If you don't want to show something that you're not good at, there's just no reason. You want to show something that you're best at and your talents, whatever your style is, what suits you, things like that is what you need to concentrate on. And I think this person did it perfectly. Definitely wraps up this video well. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys haven't checked out my other videos, you can do that right there for more tips. Subscribe if you haven't because you don't want to miss out on my videos and these videos can actually help you. Voiceover Irene's back at it again. So again, if you guys want to join Patreon, make sure you do that soon because the more faster you join, the more benefits you will get. And make sure to read before joining and you can choose which tier you want depending on your budget, depending on what your needs are. For any questions about Patreon, make sure to leave a comment or you can always DM me on Instagram. I also do have like this other program for people who can't afford it so they can get it for free. For that, you have to DM me on Instagram since it is quite long and I have to describe it for you guys. So if you just pop into my DMs asking, hey, I have a question about Patreon, I'll make sure to answer every one of them. Thank you guys for watching this video and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!